Welcome, Minneapolis High School sports fans, to back to the gym here in Minneapolis High School. It is January. Forgot to look. My memory is killing me. January 16th today. Apologies. 2014. We're here for a duel tonight, a league duel against the visiting Ellsworth Bearcats. Senior night also here at MHS for the wrestling program, as this will be their last duel at home of the season. So we're looking forward to a good duel tonight as the Lions take on the Bearcats of Ellsworth. This is the since we last had a broadcast, which was a duel of Minneapolis against Southeast of Saline and Republic County back in December. They have not had a league duel since then. Right now, the standings in the NCAA are there's three schools basically tied for first. Minneapolis at 2-0, Russell at 2-0, and Ellsworth is 1-0. Southeast Saline, from what I understand, is 2-2. Beloit is 1-2, and Republic County is 0-3. Ellsworth is 1-0 in the league, as I mentioned. They're 2-0, or 2-1, excuse me. Their victories in duels so far are over Southeast of Saline and also over Thomas More Prep out of Hayes. Minneapolis, besides being 2-0 in the league, is 7-2 overall. They've had dual wins over Hillsboro, Halstead, Clay Center, Riley County, and Blue Stem High out of Leon. Their losses in duels have been to Chanute and to Clearwater. Each squad has two wrestlers that are listed in the top 6 in their class, their weight class, in class 1, 2, 3A. For Ellsworth, number at the 113-pound, Ty. Let me get my reading glasses on here. Ty Nenke is second ranked, and in the 145-pound class, Mo Brojas is fifth ranked. For the Lions, in the 132-pound class, TJ Ragnoni is fourth ranked. In the 195-pound weight class, Quentin Clark is third ranked. Senior night recognition here this evening. After that, the format for the night is we will start off with 3 JV matches. Then we'll go into the varsity matches, and we'll end up after the duel with one more JV match. In the varsity matches that are set up, the 113-pound class, even though they had a guy ranked in that, they don't have anybody at it. Neither team does. It's open. In the 170-pound class, Minneapolis is open. In the 182-pound class, Minneapolis is open. And in the 220-pound class, Minneapolis is open. So we're going to be down 18-0 to go into the thing. Here's the introductions. I was yakking away. Jacob Griffith, senior, for the Lions. Gideon Root, the other senior.
Gideon is the son of Steve and Tammy Root. Gideon has been a 4-year letter winner participant, this year wrestling at weight class 145 for the varsity. Gideon will attend Sterling College next fall and plans to study sports management with an emphasis in business and collegiate athletic administration.
So we're going to have petroleum engineer and sports administrator in the studies. Congratulations to both of those young men.
At this time, will everybody please rise and remove your hats as we hear our national anthem.
Time for the national anthem. Well, we're ready to get underway. Head coach for Minneapolis is Jeff Giles, the dean of coaches here at MHS, assisted by Chaz Hawk, Nick Johnson, and Jerry Mick. And I do not list, they are not listing the name for the Ellsworth head coach. My apologies. Can't give you that information. So I hope you enjoy this broadcast here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com. Tape replay on Channel 20 eventually. Don't know what the replay date will be, but it should be on. So keep watching Channel 20, folks, for your MHS activities. First duel will be in the 120-pound class.
We're going to begin the evening with an exhibition match at weight class 126. Minneapolis Troy Daniels for Ellsworth Dodge Elgood.
Well, they're skipping one that they had down. Okay, 126-pound class. Troy Daniels, Minneapolis Dodge Elgood for Ellsworth. Ellsworth in the red, Minneapolis in the blue. £126 class. Again, this is junior varsity exhibition. Troy Daniels from Minneapolis Dodge Elgood for Ellsworth. Here, Elgood makes a grab for Daniels. Can't get control and take him down. Daniels escapes. Neither one has figured out how they're going to gain the. Here, Elgood takes a stab and gets a takedown on Daniels. Has him on his back. Daniels trying to keep from staying down to where his shoulders are going to get pinned. Rolled over now on his other side. Elgood's trying to get him there. He's awful close to getting that pin. Daniels trying to do his best. 40 seconds to go in the first period, and that's a pin for Ella Good.
An exhibition match at weight class 152 for Ellsworth, Luke Oberle. For Minneapolis, John Schneider.
Next one, 152 pounds, John Schneider and Luke Oberle for Ellsworth. 152 pound class. Ellsworth in the black and red in this one. With their heads jammed against each other. Snyder's trying to get a hold to take control, but Oberle wasn't lucky now. Oberle dives in, takes Snyder down. Snyder gets out of it and up the back. Didn't get away from the hold. 2 back points for Oberle. And he has good control of Snyder, trying to get him onto his back. Snyder turns over onto his stomach, so that eliminates the possibility of a pin for a while. And now he's going to see if he can get an escape, maybe a reversal. Oberle's, there's a possible reversal coming up here. Yes. Oh. Oberle still has hold of Snyder's legs, so he's still got control. Snyder is doing his best to get this reversal. There's 2 reversal points for Snyder. Now he's got Oberle pinned down on his stomach. Try to see if he can get him turned over on his back. So it's 2-all here with 14 seconds to go in the first period. They're out of bounds, stops the clock with 12 seconds in the first period. Oberle will be down. Snyder on top to start this off again. Quite an effort there by Snyder to get out of that hold that Oberle had on him. Snyder maintains control. Oberle's trying to get out of it, get a point. 2 seconds. And the first period will end with the score tied 2-all here in this second exhibition match. Snyder won the flip. Coach tells him to take on top. One point awarded to Ellsworth, wrestler. Illegal hold of some type on Snyder. So they restart. Oberle in the down position, and he gets a reversal. Makes the score 5-2. Now Snyder gets out of that, a reversal. Makes it 5-4. Snyder has him in control, trying to get him on his back. And there he's on his back. Now he goes for the pin. Yep, Oberle has nothing to do with it. He gets a reversal. Back points. We're given to Minneapolis, making it 7-5, and 2-point reversal makes it 7-all. Here, 50 seconds to go in the second period. Oberle still has Snyder by the leg. You see those Snyder's on top. There's escape for Snyder. 2 points, makes it 9-7. Now he's had him on his back. He flips out of it. Snyder's still in control of Oberle. Can't keep him on his back. 22 seconds to go in the period, the second period. Snyder maintaining control here, 8 seconds. They're out of bounds. With 5.7 seconds left in the second period. Snyder is up. He got another 2 points. It's 11-7. I didn't see that signaled. Snyder's up 11-7 with 5.7 seconds left in the second period. And Snyder's going to maintain control here through the end of the period, not let Oberle up or escape. This time Oberle will be up and Snyder will be down, unless Oberle refuses. Nope, Oberle takes down. Snyder escapes. Oberle escapes. Snyder rolls through, doesn't get pinned to his back. It's 11-9 in favor of Snyder. Now Snyder needs to escape or reverse. There's an illegal hold on Oberle. It's going to make the score 12-9 in favor of Snyder. They'll restart with Snyder down. There's an escape for Snyder. Couldn't get a reversal. Another illegal hold on Oberle. Makes the score 13-9 in favor of Snyder with 1:23 left to go in this match. Do a restart here with Snyder down again. So there's been 3 illegal holds called here, 1 on Snyder, 2 on Oberle. Snyder's trying to get out of it. There's a reversal, and he's got Oberle on his back. Oberle rolls out of it. So 15-9 is the score in favor of Snyder. 17-9, there's another 19-9. I don't know where all the points are coming from, but that's the official score. With 40 seconds left. Snyder about had him on his back, but Oberle rolls through it. Oberle's got him in a leg lock, and he puts Snyder down. Snyder rolls onto his stomach, trying to keep off his back. That's the only way he's going to win, is to get a pin. It's 15 seconds remaining. Oberle's desperately trying to get Snyder turned over. Snyder has him by the leg. Now Snyder just about gets up. There he does. Oberle rolls him through. But Snyder's going to win 19-11 here in this 152-pound class. Congratulations to John Snyder. All right. Now we'll go to the varsity contests. Ty Ninke, a senior. Excuse me while I talk to myself here.
Welcome to Minneapolis High School. Tonight's NCAA varsity duel between the Ellsworth Bearcats and the Minneapolis Lions. Let's meet our starting lineups. Weight class 106 for Minneapolis, Austin Constable.
Austin Constable start in the 106-pound class.
Weight class 113, those schools are open. At weight class 120 for Minneapolis, Cody Kine.
Cody Kine for the Lions in the 120-pound class. Ty Ninke, senior for Ellsworth.
Weight class 126 for Minneapolis, Cannon Smith.
Cannon Smith for the Lions. Jacob Moreland for
Weight class 132 for Minneapolis, TJ Ragnoni.
Corlett is it. I'm sorry. TJ Ragnoni for the Lions, sophomore.
Ellsworth, Marshall
Barco, a senior for the Bearcats.
Weight class 138 for Minneapolis, Colton Baker.
Colton Baker in the 138. Zach Martin for the Bearcats. Both are juniors.
Weight class 145 for Minneapolis, Gideon Root.
Gideon Root for the Lions, one of our seniors
For the Ellsworth Bearcats,
in the 145-pound class. Mo Rojas, state ranked, a senior also.
152 for Minneapolis, Kyler Mick.
Tyler Mick, sophomore in the 152-pound class.
And for Ellsworth, Kevin Rice.
Kevin Rice, a freshman for the Bearcats.
Weight class 160 for Minneapolis, Jacob Griffith.
Jacob Griffith in the
Bearcats, Tristan Potacek.
160-pound class, senior. Tristan Potacek, a senior for the Bearcats.
Weight class 170, Minneapolis is open. For Ellsworth, Cody Bird.
Under 70-pound class, we're open. Senior Cody Bird for Ellsworth.
Weight class 182, Minneapolis is open. For Ellsworth,
Open. Minneapolis, the 182 pounds. Ethan Haas, 195. Quentin Clark, a junior for the Lions. Freshman Grady Hansen for the Bearcats.
Weight class 220,
220, Minneapolis is open. Junior Zach Gustus for the Bearcats. And the final class, 285 pounds, junior Tanner Grimmel versus Robin Mell, another junior for the Bearcats. Neal. So again, both schools are open in the 113. Actually, Ty Ninke is wrestling up a weight class. Minneapolis is open in the 170, the 182, and the 220. So Ellsworth is up 18-0 to start. Off here because of the 3 opens that Minneapolis has. This match can go a long ways towards helping determine the league championship, as both squads are undefeated. Ellsworth is 1-0, Minneapolis is 2-0. Both squads have beaten Southeast of Saline as a common opponent. Referees explaining the rules. Have a coin toss, see who's red and green, I guess. Red is the flip. Ellsworth will be red. So up first will be Austin Constable as a freshman for Minneapolis, and Ellsworth is open, so I missed that. So 6 points for the Lions. So there's a plus 12 for Ellsworth. My apologies, not plus 18. Just on opens. The first actual match we'll have will be in the 120-pound class. Cody Kind, sophomore, 15-6 record against Ty Ninke, who is state ranked in the 113-pound class. He's actually ranked number 2 in class 123A in the 113-pound class. He is wrestling up a weight class against Cody Kind. And Austin Constable is going to come out and collect his 6 points. Just talking to the head table. Congratulations, Austin. It's in the 106-pound class. 113-pound, both schools are open. So, coming out of the first 2 weight classes, Minneapolis is ahead 6-0. 120-pound class coming up. Cody Kind, sophomore from Minneapolis, against Ty Ninke of Ellsworth. Senior, ranked 2nd in class 123A in the 113-pound class. He's wrestling up a weight class here in the 120-pound class. So, senior Ty Ninke against sophomore Cody Kind of Minneapolis. And there seems to be some confusion here. The Ellsworth coach and referee are discussing something. Apparently they forgot Ninke was going to wrestle in this class. Here he comes. I think. No definite appearance on the mat yet, or the scorer's table, to the scorer's table. I don't know what's going on, folks. There is a wrestler that has his warm-ups off. Has not made his appearance on the mat yet. Here he comes. Cody Kind for Minneapolis, Ty Ninke for Ellsworth. Wrestling in the 120-pound class tonight. Here we go. Ellsworth in the red togs with black trim, Minneapolis in the blue. Kind staying low. Ninke makes a dive. Here Ninke tries to get a leg of Kind, but no luck. So it's a standstill so far. Ninke dives in again, gets a leg hold on Kind. Now he's got both legs. Pushes Ninke forward, or Kind forward. It's 2 takedown points. And Kind's going to try to rally out of this. And they go out of bounds. So on the restart here, Kind will be down, Ninke on top. Ninke maintains control on the restart. Trying to get Kind turned over. Kind is not cooperating. He's desperate trying to get an escape and or a reversal. Kind, Ninke has a good hold on his arm and his legs. Kind is sitting in Ninke's lap right now. There, Ninke rolls him onto his back. Let's see if he can get him turned completely to his back. Out of bounds. 12.56 Seconds left in the period. It's 2-0 Ninki. Start over again here with Kind down, Ninki on top. Ninki doesn't let go. 6 seconds. Kind trying to get an escape. Not going to happen this period. After one period, it's Ninki 2, Kind 0. Red defers. Kind will take up. Second period starts. Ninki's trying to get out of the hole, and he gets a reversal. So it goes up 4-0 over Kind. You can see why Ninki is second ranked in the state of Kansas Class 1, 2, 3A. He's a good wrestler. Also a senior. Kind being a sophomore. And they're going to go out of bounds, with Ninki still in control, leading 4-0. So restart, 1:09 to go in the second. Ninki up 4-0 over Kind. Kind cannot get a positive hold on Ninki. Ninki's 2 years of experience are helping him out quite significantly, I'm sure. Ninki's trying to lift his right leg over Ninki. Kind is trying to get his right leg over Ninki, could not. Stopped with 38 seconds to go. It's still 4-0 Ninki. Ninki can't get up and get an escape. Excuse me, Kind can't. Ninki maintains control. You don't see this very often of one opponent sitting in another's lap. Ninki controls him, makes him roll through it. Still in control, takes him down again. 12 seconds to go. Second period. And the referee brings it to a halt with 5.5 seconds left for another restart. Kind tries to get up. Ninki has nothing to do with that. So after 2 periods, Ninki is still up with the 4-0 lead over Kind. Ninki will take down to start the fourth. Coach Giles is done giving his instructions. Ninki's trying to get an escape here. Kind won't let him. But there's another. Kind still got an arm around him, his leg, so no escape. No escape awarded yet. There are 2 points awarded for an escape for Ninki. 6-0. They're out of bounds with 1:20 to go in the third period. Kind will be down to Ninki here. Ninke keeps control here of Kind. Kind just cannot get an escape. Ninke just very adept at keeping him in control. There they are in the sitting on lap position again. About the third time this match, or fourth. Kind trying to keep off his back, keep out of a pin. 35 seconds to go. Very uncomfortable. Yeah, there it has to be. Kind rolls through that. Stays out of a pin opportunity for Ninke. Ninke maintains control though. 16 seconds left. Oh, more back points. More points rewarded. It's 10-0 Ninke. And that's the way the match will end, with Ninke having a 10-0 victory over Kind. Clearly again seeing why Ninke is second ranked in the state in class 123A in the 113-pound class. That's a 4-0 decision, making the score 6-4 Minneapolis. Next up in the 126-pound class, freshman Kanan Smith, 13-3 record against freshman David Korolek of Ellsworth. Two freshmen. Smith gets 2 points for a takedown over Korolek. Ooh. Smith maintained control over Korolek there. They're out of bounds. It's 2-0 Smith. They both take up to start on the restart. Smith dives in. Korolek of Ellsworth keeps out of any kind of a hold. Smith dives again. Has him by a leg. Trying to keep him from going out of bounds. Up there they go. Oh, 2 takedown points given. Now they're out of bounds. So Smith goes up 4-0 over Korolek. 4-1, excuse me. Was a reverse escape there, I guess. Restart. Smith maintains control. 33 seconds left here in the first period. Again, Smith up 4-1. Smith has him flattened to his stomach, trying to get a hold on him to make him turn over. Coach Giles is shouting instructions in on how to get an arm bar to get him turned. 6 seconds left in the first period. Korolek is not cooperating. First period ends with Kanan Smith leading Korolek of Ellsworth 4-1. So Kanan Smith will go down to start the second period. Korolek up. Smith rolls through, could not get an escape. They're out of bounds. 1 point rewarded Smith for an escape. Makes it 5-1. are up to start here. Smith dives in, gets a leg wrap on Korlek, takes him down, 2 points awarded for a takedown. Now comes the push to try to get him turned over on his back. And it must be an illegal hold or a stall called here. Korlek will go down for the restart. Smith up. The score is 7-1. I missed some points being added there somewhere. There's an arm bar right there. Smith's trying to get him turned. That can't feel good, folks. Smith maintaining control. Korlek is not cooperating on getting turned over. Smith's giving it his best. 15 seconds left, second period. Still 7-1 Smith over Korlek. One second left. And the second period will end with the score being 7 for Kenneth Smith, 1 for Korlek of Ellsworth. Korlek will be down to start the third with Smith up. In control. Smith can't let him get a reversal on escape. The score isn't that too far distanced. Smith maintaining control. Knocked his arm out. Korlek's arm out from underneath him. Tried to get him turned to a down position. No luck. Korlek's doing a good job resisting Smith's efforts. 1 point awarded for an illegal hold. Makes it 7-2 in favor of Smith. Here's the restart, both of them up. 1:03 to go in the contest. Smith dives. Korlek trying to get Smith under control. Both out of bounds. Smith dives. Korlek resists his efforts again. Same result. 43 seconds left. Smith dives again and gets a takedown on Korlek. Makes it 9-3. I didn't see that the 2 points awarded there for Korlek. 30 seconds remaining. Smith gets up, awarding 1 point. It's 9-4. 20 seconds left. Korlek's going to try to get some back points or get him over for a pin. 2 points awarded for a takedown. It's 11-5. 8 seconds. Another 2 points. It's 13-5. It's going to be a major decision here for Kanan Smith. 13-5, the final score of the match. Kanan Smith wins over Korlek. And a major decision here, I believe. Should give 4 points to the Lions, making it 10-4. Nothing's changed on the scoreboard. Here we are with TJ Ragnoni and Marshall Barco. Ragnoni a sophomore, Barco a senior. 132-pound class. Ragnoni is ranked 4th in the state in this weight class. Was not a major decision. 3 points were awarded to the Lions, making it 9-4. Again, Barco a senior, Ragnoni a sophomore. Okay, it was a major decision. They've changed the scoreboard. It's 10-0, 10-4. 1:05 left here in the first period here. No score awarded either way on this match so far. Ragnoni gets out of a hold that Barco had on him. No takedown at this point. Stall, so they will start over again. Both of them up. 40 seconds left in the first. Ragnoni resists Barco's efforts to get underneath. And Barco back gets control. They go out of bounds. Still 0-all at 17.4 ticks left in the first. Ragnoni fights him off. And that's the way the first period ends, 0-0. Neither wrestler gaining any kind of advantage through that first period, point or position-wise. Ragnoni goes down to start the second period. He's 13-4 overall coming into this match. Gets an escape. Ragnoni goes up 1-0. Ragnoni keeps swiping Barco's arm away as he tries to get a lock over his head. Ragnoni attempts a dive. Barco says nothing doing. They're locked in each other's hands. Headbutts. Neither one can get a control. Ragnoni dives, but they're out of bounds. 41 seconds left here in the second period. It's still 1-0 favor TJ Ragnoni. .25 seconds to go in the period. Neither wrestler gaining an advantage. But Ragnoni maintains the 1-0 lead. There, Ragnoni dives. Barco escapes the hold. Ragnoni gets a takedown just before time expires, making the score 3-0 TJ Ragnoni over Barco of Ellsworth. 1 period to go. Right, Barco will be down. Ragnoni out to start the third. Ragnoni's maintaining control here. Keeps Barco down. Out of bounds. We'll start over again with Barco down. Ragnoni up. 1:37 remaining in the third period. 3-0 Ragnoni, the score. Referee's pausing to give some instruction on what to do, what not to do here. Barco tried to make a quick escape. Ragnoni wouldn't let him do it. Takes him down. Barco's wanting to get an escape. Ragnoni has him on his back temporarily, but Barco gets out of that. Ragnoni maintains control. 1:15 to go in the third period. There's an escape for Barco, making it 3-1. 1:05 to go in the match. Ragnoni keeps him off. Maintaining the 2-point lead here. And Ragnoni's gonna get a takedown, is he? Yes. 5-1. Over Barco. Sophomore winning this match so far over the senior. And he gets an escape to Barco. Makes it 5-2. Out of bounds with 4.6 seconds left. 4.6 seconds left. And that's 2 points awarded for a takedown for Ragnoni right at the end, making him score 7-2. Congratulations, TJ Ragnoni. Moves his record to 14-4. 7-2, so that will be a 3-point win for the Lions, making him score 13-4. Next up, Colton Baker, a junior, 12-8 versus Zach Martin, a junior for Ellsworth. Martin going for control here, doesn't have, yet is awarded 2 takedown points. Trying to get Baker turned. Baker wouldn't let him. They go out of bounds. They restart with 1:18 to go in the first. See if Baker can get a score with an escape. He does. 2-1. Favor of Martin. No control for either wrestler here. 40 seconds left in the first period, excuse me. It's 2-1, Martin over Baker. Martin takes a dive. gets 2 takedown points, so it's 4-1 now. In favor of Martin of Ellsworth. Both juniors in this 138-pound weight class. And that's the way this period is going to end, 4-1 in favor of Martin of Ellsworth over Baker of Minneapolis. And Baker picked up something off the mat. I don't know if it's contact or what. He walks over and gives it to Coach Giles, who passes it on to assistant coach Hawk. Must be a contact lens. They're all handling it very carefully. Martin goes down to start the period. So Baker needs to see if he can get a takedown here. Martin's trying to roll out of it. And he does. Gets a reversal. Makes it 6-1 in favor of Martin here in the second period. Baker's resisting getting turned over to his back. Martin got him in an armbar. Baker about gets an escape. Well, there he does. And it'll come to a halt because Baker's headgear comes off. Makes the score 6-2 in favor of Martin. Martin gets 2 more takedown points, making it 8-2. .25 seconds left in the second period. Baker is desperately trying to get out of this. No luck so far. 15 seconds remaining. Baker trying for an escape, doesn't get it. After 2 periods, Martin of Ellsworth leads Baker 8-2. Both will be up to start the third. Martin dives in, grabs the leg of Baker, gets a takedown, makes it 10-2. Now see what he can do to possibly get Baker turned onto his back. .105 to go in the third. Baker's lost his headgear. The ref doesn't see it. There's another escape, and he's going to stop it to put Baker's headgear back on. Makes it 10-3 in favor of Martin. And we have blood time, a bloody nose for Baker. The referee put the marker down on the mat to show where blood was and need to be cleaned up. Miss Stover goes out and gets that taken care of. And Colton Baker getting some final instructions from Coach Giles and Johnson. Getting some tape applied here by Coach Mick. On a wound, scratch on his arm. There we go, 55 seconds remaining in the match. 10-3 in favor of Martin. The only possible hope for Baker to win is a pin. Martin needs one more point to get a major victory here. .25 seconds left. Martin can't get a takedown yet. 15 seconds. Now they're out of bounds. They'll both be up here. Restart with 13 seconds remaining. 10-3 is the score. Martin dives in on Baker. 3 seconds. And this match is going to end with a 10-3 score of Martin over Baker. Giving the Bearcats 3 points. Making the score 13-7 Minneapolis. Up next, senior Gideon Root in the 145-pound class. Record of 10-10 versus Mo Rojas, a senior also. Rojas is ranked 5th in this class, weight class, in class 123A. Rojas and Gideon are locked up and they go out of bounds. Rojas dives in. Root keeps him from gaining control. And they go out of bounds. 1:14 left in the first period. Both kind of have each other in a headlock. Rojas dives in. Root keeps him from taking control, though Rojas has him by the leg. Root gets out of it. 0-0 here, 53 seconds left in the first. Both wrestlers trying to get control through arm locks. Rojas dives in and gets a takedown. 2 points awarded. 30 seconds left here in the first period. Trying to get Root turned over. Rojas defers. Gideon Root takes up. It's 2-0 after one period. Rojas and the 2-point favorite here. Root. Oh, Rojas with a reversal. It's 4-0. Out of bounds. Rojas trying to get Root turned over. Still 4-0, minute 05 left in the second period. Root resisting Rojas' efforts to get the turn. Back points awarded, 3, making the score 7-0. Favor Rojas. Rojas maintaining control here. 16 seconds left in the second period. Rojas up 7-0. And Rojas got him in a lock, trying to get his shoulders down on the floor. 2 seconds left. Root resisting. Another 3 back points awarded, 10-0 in favor of Rojas. So he's on his way to a major victory unless Root can get this turned around. Again, Rojas is 5th ranked in this 145-pound weight class in Class 1-2-3A. And the restart, Root is in control. He's got Rojas down. No back points, no takedown points have been awarded. Trying to see if he can get him turned over. Rojas has a leg wrapped around Root yet, which keeps him from getting in control and getting points awarded. Just got that foot wrapped around the calf, the left calf of Root there. Now they're out of it. I would think some takedown points be awarded. I guess not. Rojas trying to get out. Root maintaining control. Still 10-0, 45 seconds left in the third period. Root trying to get him turned. The pin's the only way he's going to win. .30 seconds. No points yet for getting Root. .15 seconds remaining. No points awarded for Gideon Root. It's 10-0. Rojas over Root. Major victory major decision for the Bearcats, making the score 13-11 in favor of Minneapolis. Kyler Mick, sophomore, 11-2, going for his freshman Tevin Rice. of Ellsworth. Mick dives in. Mick trying to get some points here. Baker still can't get gaining control over Rice. Oh, he did get 2 takedown points. I missed that. So he's up 2-0. Now they go out of bounds. They restart with 18.9 seconds left. Rice down. Get an escape, probably, for Rice. No points awarded yet. There's the escape. Awarded. And they go out of bounds. And there was no time basically left on the clock there at the end of that period. It's 2-1 in favor of Kyler Mick of the Lions. He'll go down to start the second period. Rice, the freshman from Ellsworth, up. An escape for Mick. Reversal. Makes it 4-1. And he lets Rice up, making it 4-2. Rice dives in. Mick evades the move. Rice tries to dive again. Mick is keeping him, letting that happen. Mick is working on another takedown and gets it, making the score 6-2. Got Rice on his stomach, trying to get him turned over now. We need pins here to make up for these 18 points coming up for Ellsworth on 3 opens for Minneapolis. Mick maintaining control. Rice cannot escape the clutches of Kyler Mick here. 19 seconds remaining in the second. Mick trying to get him turned. 8 seconds. And the second period will end with Kyler Mick up in the score, 6-2. They both go up. Start the third. There's another takedown for Mick. Makes it 8-3. There was an escape somewhere in there for Rice. He's at 3 points off escapes. There, oh, just about had him turned. He's got the arm bar. There he's on his back, going for the pin. And he gets it. Congratulations, Kyla Mick. Gets it with 1:18 left in the third period. We'll make it 19-11 in favor of the Lions. First Minneapolis first pin of the night. Jacob Griffith, senior, 14-6 record against Tristan Potacek, a senior from Ellsworth. And they go out of bounds, neither one of them gaining control. Both are up on the restart. 1:25 to go in the first. Potacek dived. Griffith doesn't let him in on it. There, Potacek dives again, has a leg hold on Griffith now. Griffith trying to keep from being taken down, and they're going to go out of bounds. .105 to go in the period, and 0-0 the score in this match. Rojas dives in. Griffith doesn't let him get control. And does Griffith get takedown? They go out of bounds. Yes, 2 points awarded. So Griffith goes up 2-0. .32 seconds left in the first. Restart with Rojas down, Griffith up. Griffith maintains control, doesn't let him escape or get a reversal here right off. Trying to get Potacek turned over, and he does. On his back. Gonna get some back points if he doesn't get a pin. Period expires, no pin. The 3 back points awarded, making the score 5-0 in favor of Griffith over Potacek. Basketball, junior high basketball boys getting in after their tournament against Southeast Saline over at the grade school tournament game. Griffith down, starts second. He gets an escape. Makes it 6-0. Favor of Griffith. Another pin here would sure be sweet. Potacek attempts a dive. Griffith won't let him. Again, both these are seniors, both these wrestlers. 1:15 remaining in the second period. Both wrestlers dive at each other, neither one of letting the other get control. 45 seconds left in the second. It's still 6-0 Griffith. And he gets 2 takedown points before they go out of bounds, making the score 8-0. So if no more points are scored in the rest of this match, Vic Griffith would have a major decision. Potacek down for the restart. Griffith. Maintaining control here. 13 seconds left in the second. 8-0. And we're going to go out of bounds. Restart at 3.3 seconds left in the second. Griffith still up 8-0. Second period ends with Griffith up 8-0 over Potacek of Ellsworth. There's Potacek has a shoulder problem. Ref calls time. They're having an injury timeout. He's been wearing a shoulder brace. Ref must have heard something pop. The young man obviously is in some pain. Trying to move it back into place. And they're going to restart here with 1:57 left in the third. Potacek still working that left shoulder. Griffith about had him turned there. And working it still. Another pin would be nice here. 1:37 remaining in the third. Out of bounds they go. Coach Giles getting some instructions. Shouted in. Restart with 1:25 remaining in the third. 10-0 in favor of Griffith. Doing what he can to get Potacek turned. Potacek resisting. .105 to go. And they're out of bounds with 45.7 seconds left. Potacek goes down to start. Coach Giles is talking scores about official score about some scores here. He's looking for 3 more points, if I'm interpreting things right. He gets 1 point. The score officially is 11-0. Griffith maintains control here, trying to get Potacek turned over. And just about does. Potacek rolls through it. Griffith just about has him. And we get escape for Potacek, making 11-1. 20 seconds left in the match. Potacek tries to dive. Griffith won't let him. Gets him. Oh, 3 seconds. 2 takedown points. Just about had him ready for the pin, but ran out of time. 15-1. The score for Griffith, making a major decision. Making it 23-11 in favor of Minneapolis. Next up in the 170-pound class, Minneapolis is open. It's going to make it 23-17. In the 182-pound class, Minneapolis is open. It's going to make the score Ellsworth 24. Minneapolis 23. Puts them up by a point. Next up is junior Quentin Clark for the Lions, 3rd ranked in the 195-pound class. Taking on freshman Grady Hansen. So if Clark can get a pin, I could keep within Minneapolis within a point going into the final match, because the Bearcats are going to get another 6 out of another open. Quentin Clark, the junior, against Hansen. Again, Clark, 3rd ranked in 195-pound class, class 1-2-3A. 195-pound weight class. Clark dives, gets an immediate 2-point takedown. Trying to get it. Hansen turned. And just about does. And does. On his back. Doesn't take. Now trying to get him flattened. And pinned. Way to go, Quentin Clark. 1:11 remaining in the first period. Clark gets pinned. That's going to put Minneapolis up. I don't know how they've come up with that score. They say 23-all. I must have misadded. Yeah, I did. 23. It was 23-23 coming into that. So Minneapolis goes up 30, 29-23. 220-pound class. Minneapolis or Ellsworth gets 6, making it 29-all. So, the final weight class will determine the winner of this match. Tanner Grimmel from Minneapolis in the 285 weight class will take on Robin Mell of Ellsworth. This one's for all the bananas. 29-29 in this NCAA duel. Come on, Tanner, we need a victory. Tanner's 5-5 on the season. I have no idea the record of Meal of Ellsworth. .55 seconds left here in the first period. Neither wrestler able to get an advantage or the other here. And, oh, Meal resisted Tanner getting a takedown. There's no points awarded yet. And 2 points are awarded for Grimmel, 1 point for Mell. I don't know what that's all about. It's 2-1 in favor of Grimmel. And coach is getting an explanation. So it's 2-1 in favor of Tanner Grimmel. Must have had an illegal hold called against him as he had Mell down. So restart with Grimmel up, Mell down. And they go out of bounds. 16 seconds left in the first. Grimmel is maintaining control here over Mell of Ellsworth. 2 seconds left. The period will end with the score 2-1 in favor of Tanner Grimmel over Robin Mell of Ellsworth. Minneapolis defers. Start the second period. Mell will take down for Ellsworth, see if he can get an escape and or reversal and score some points. Grimmel. Maintaining control with the bear hug. Not letting him get loose. Trying to get him turned. All it's going to take is a 1 point victory for Minneapolis to win the match. There's Tanner's going for the pin, and he gets it. Congratulations, Tanner Grimmel. Gets the pin with 1:16 left in the second. 6 points for the Lions, and they win the duel by a score of 35-29 to maintain their undefeated status in the league. They go to 3-0, 8-2 overall. Congratulations to these Lions. Okay, we have one more exhibition bout. 132-pound class. Dodge Elligood of Minneapolis versus Andrew Thornton of Ellsworth. Actually, we're going to have the first match that was scheduled, exhibition match that was scheduled and didn't come off. Dominic Reed in the 120-pound against Brandon Kern of Ellsworth. So 2 exhibition matches. Reed's a freshman. I assume that the Ellsworth wrestler Kern is also. If not, he can't be any more than a sophomore. Kern dives. Dominic's not letting him, or he knocks his leg out from underneath him, gets 2 takedown points, does Kern. Ellsworth coach shouts out, do an arm bar, getting turned. Dominic is about to get in a bad position here. 39 seconds remaining in the first period. Kern has him in control. Ahead 2-0. Going for the pin. And does get the pin over Dominic Reed. Brandon Kern with the pin and the win in this first post meet exhibition. Congratulations on a good match, Dominic. Next up, Dodge Elligood for the Lions versus Andrew Thornton of Ellsworth. This is the 132-pound class. Elligood is, I don't have him in my program, so I can't tell you what year he is. Thornton gets a takedown over Elligood. Going for the pin and has it. 1:36 left in the first. So the young Lions lose 2 pins here in the post match exhibitions. Total overall on exhibitions, with Troy Daniels had a pin over, Dodge Elligood. I had things messed up. I think written down here. I think. Yes, Andrew Thornton was a freshman from Minneapolis, and he got pinned by Dodge Elligood. So Dodge Elligood wrestled twice tonight in exhibitions. He got 2 pins over Andrew Thornton and over Troy Daniels. Dominic Reed was pinned by Brandon Kern. John Schneider scored in a 19-11 victory in his exhibition over Luke Oberle. So that's the way this night's going to end. The Lions come up with the win 35-29 over the Bearcats. They maintain a perfect record in the league, going 3-0. And Ellsworth falls to 1-1, 2-2 overall in their record of duels. So Minneapolis will be tied with Russell here, half a match up on Russell. Their next action varsity-wise is against the Beloit tournament on January 24th and 25th. They have a duel in Concordia on 31st. Then the Russell duel is on February 6th. And I'm thinking that's at Russell. But that will determine probably the league championship, and yeah, probably will. Depends on what, if Russell gets blown out between now and then. But anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com. Dale Leach going to sign off. Thanks for listening, folks, and having us in your home, as always. We'll be back tomorrow night for basketball at Ellsworth. At Beloit. Good night, folks.